there, Leo. This is Miss Joan, Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. I'm going to program these cards for July. That'll be the 3rd through the 30th. And we are going to have 4 columns for 4 weeks. And yes, indeedy, it's going to be a fast month. I can feel it already. We're just zipping right through this year. And so here we go. I am programming these cards for you. We will get these going. So now I'm going to set these aside for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and program these cards for the first week in July, being the 3rd through the 9th. So I can go ahead and add this on at the very end of this video. We'll do the overview and then add on, go in deep on the first week. All right? If you're new here, I post videos once a week on Saturdays. And if you find yourself resonating with my readings, go ahead and hit the like button down below and or subscribe. Boink, over here. And then you'll have me come up into your mailbox every day, every week, so you won't ever miss one. That would be fun, right? Okay, so. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay these cards out for the month. All right, the first row is going to be where we are, what the theme of the week is. And the second row is what's blocking us during that week. And then the third row is going to be, of course, a solution to all of those troubles. Because what's the point of finding your troubles, if you're finding out what's going to be a problem, if you don't pay attention to the solution, or you don't have a solution? That's just how I roll. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these. These are gone. And here we are. So July 3rd through the 9th, we are looking at the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is telling me that your foundation at home is at play this week. So it's your most important thought this week is how things are going at the house. If everything is harmonious and fabulous, terrific, that's awesome. It looks like the thing that you're blocked in, this is the 6 of Pentacles, meaning that your finances are at issue, meaning you aren't in a position to help anyone else out right now. Although you may want to, you're not going to be able to help anyone financially. So keep that in mind and know that from your heart that not this week, okay? And of course, there's the 6 of Cups has shown up instead to say that, well, you can't help out financially, you can help out personally in some way. The shirt off your back, personal labor to help another person. There are other ways of helping people than opening your wallet. So look for another way to help that will fulfill the obligation without actually giving them your money. Okay? Cool. Now, the second week of July, being the 10th through the 16th, we are looking at the star, meaning that the hard part is over. You have done the hard work up till now, and now it's okay for you to take a break and have a moment of celebration. Ta-da! And it's wonderful news. You have done a lot. There is going to be, this Knight of Swords is going to be getting in your way. He's going to come up and say, ha, you look so comfortable and happy in your little nest of happiness. I'm going to take control now. And you're going to be like, what? No, I'm in charge of this. This is me. This is it. This is me. And so, indeed, you will be in charge of your own space and your own stuff. And that's important for him to know. Okay? So just know he's going to try and get in your space. Fussy butt, right? So, but it's all going to happen super fast. This here is the 8 of Wands saying that the solution is how quickly things will resolve themselves or get going. So we're going to get more information on this. We'll have a little more detail to add to it. But whatever it is going to go quick, 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 quick. But there's a subtle warning. Let's look at next week, 17th through the 23rd. The 23rd shows up with the devil as your mainstay situation. Talking about self-sabotage. Your solution over here could indeed cause you to self-sabotage. So that's no bueno. You don't want to do that. Don't be kicking your own self, right? That's not a good thing. So we need to look at how that is. The devil is going to be causing you some issues, but interestingly enough, the thing that is going to hold you back is the Empress. How does that work? So the Empress is all about manifestation. Easy manifestation. Putting out there into the universe exactly what you want and getting it. So with that kind of juju on this card, what have you been wishing for? So let's look at this self-sabotage more in depth, because we will look at it soon enough. I won't go deeper now, but we will definitely need to look at that more closely. The solution, of course, looks like the 7 of Pentacles, which is you taking a tally of your finances and seeing that you have enough money for now and that everything is working itself out. But, you know, you have enough money. Great. That's your solution to all this? We'll find out more later. This card here is talking about the 10 of Swords. Complete understanding of control and power, meaning that you know how to be a good king instead of a jerk. Good for you. I hope that you do know that, because this is an opportunity for you to pay attention and understand it and let it become part of who you are. Bring it in. Breathe in the good king and breathe out the control freak, okay? Do that. That's important stuff. We want you to do that, wear it like a coat, and be a person who is a good king, not a control freak, okay? So this is where you're at this week. This is your theme. Where you're blocked is talking about the 9 of Pentacles, which is always about having extra finances laying around and living large and having a good time. And I am living it up because I am on top of the world. Okay, so maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing right now. So keep that in mind. It's a goal, but it's not necessarily what you should be doing this week, right? Okay. The Queen of Swords is here at the bottom as your solution. She is a person who is going to step in and tell you, I see you think you have all the control and the power. Good for you. I'm here to tell you I'm here to help, and no, you don't. So there. Haha. And it will actually be a relief to you to realize that having had all the power of having to make all the decisions all the time was difficult and uncomfortable. So having her step in and say, I got this, will be a relief. And you will find that you and she both have things you excel at. You'll find that this Queen of Swords has a wonderful collection of things that she's very good at, and you have the other set. So you can separate the two and each do what you do best without having to get all up in each other's business. But you can definitely talk about what you're doing so that everybody knows and has had input. So yes, everybody will work together. Yay! That's good stuff. Very excited about that. I'm going to save those cards over here because that is what we do next. We'll save these 3 weeks over here. We'll go in depth in those. But for now, we're going to go in depth on the first week with these pre-programmed cards we have. And I'm going to go ahead and lay them out. Excellent. So let's see what's going on here. So what we have here is the marriage of we had this wonderful marriage of ideas. It's a house and home card. It's the 4 of Wands. It's telling me that everything at the house and home is at issue this week. and we have dreams and goals about the house and home that are going to become on point, and you're ready to start talking about them, and that's good. And you're talking with, we have the Lover's card saying that you're going to be talking to your counterpart in life so that you are not making all the decisions yourself. So keep in mind other people's ideas about colors and stuff like that at the house and home, or where a plant or what kind of plant we should have. All these things are important, but you don't get to have the whole vote. You have some control, but you should always get input from another person who lives there, right? That's a good choice. Okay, so then presto changeo, the things that are blocking. You may not have the finances that you wanted to have. Someone's going to ask for help financially. You're not going to be able to help financially. That sucks. But you are having to fight for your ideas. Indeed. And you may, in fact, find a way to find an opportunity to walk away. I want to get out. There's a gateway opportunity here for you to move on about your business and not be the guy who has to deal with all of this. I think you're fighting with your ideas at home because you honestly want everything to be your way, but when you live in a house with another human being, it isn't always your way. It's going to be both people's ways. So it's confusing, it's difficult, but it's better than being alone, right? Okay. So now we're talking about the Six of Cups being, of course, our solution for this week. And the solution here is talking about giving of yourself, giving of your services as a solution to not being able to give financially. So, indeed, it will be a nice distraction, an opportunity to walk away from all the home stuff for a minute and kind of go be distracted over here helping someone out. There's the Nine of Wands saying that you are still on the outside with your ideas. Apparently, when you were trying to commiserate with somebody, they didn't back you up and say, oh, sure, you should do exactly what you want all the time forever. Sorry, dude. It's not happening that way. It is happening, of course, that you have the Knight of Swords that comes up as part of your solution, which is you fighting for what you want, you fighting for your power. And I really think that it's time for you to examine what you want in your life. We talked about your dreams and goals, right? So if your dreams and goals are being stomped all over by this situation, have a sit down. Have a sit down with this counterpart, this partner in this life, and say, hey, these are my dreams and goals, and these are kind of how I want to get there. And maybe some of the finer details of getting there aren't as important. And can be more to her liking or his liking, as the case may be. So you need to find the common ground here, right? So go back to the situation, find what you need so that you can actually find a way forward. Otherwise, you're going to do this little walk alone, and nobody wants to do that. So you have to let some of the power go. Can't control all of it. Can't control all of it. It won't work. It'll be very uncomfortable. So that's what's going on. And I look forward to seeing what happens next week, July 10th through the 16th. We'll see you next week.